Dad, are you ready to walk with us? The Armenian quarter is the smallest quarter of the city. It's surrounded with a wall. Entering to the quarter is mainly for Armenians only, unless you will go to St. James Church at 3 p.m. every day, but not at coronavirus time, not at COVID-19 time, and you will be able to listen to an amazing chorus of monks. To the right, although the sun is in our eyes, you can see the Dormition Church and the tower of it. That is the house of Mary. We know that Mary was here at the Pentecost, which was there as well. Da-da-da-da. You can see that gray dome beneath it. It's the room of the Last Supper. And beneath it is the tomb of King David. The Armenian quarter is a small one, and only, let's say, 2,000 people lives here. Most of them were refugees from 1915. In 1915, the Ottomans, the Turkish of today, killed more than 1.5 million innocent Armenians. This is the Armenian genocide. Then a lot of them escaped to here, although it was belongs to the Ottomans time. At that time, it was part of the Ottoman Empire, but 2 years later, the British conquered that place and it became safe for them as well. Then you can see the school and part of the neighborhood of them, but from here you can see so many other things. You can see the dome of the Horva, of the synagogue, of the Jewish synagogue, being destroyed twice by the Jordanians and the Muslims. The Dome of the Rock, which is the site of the Jewish temple, and on Temple Mount, and the place that Muhammad, according to tradition, ascended into heaven and met God himself, who gave him the 5 prayers of a day. To the right, I don't know if you can see, it's a grey dome. This is the Al-Aqsa Mosque, part of the Temple Mount. And look how beautiful is Mount of Olives. You can see the Jewish cemetery from King David time until today. That tower is of the Ascension. Jesus ascended into heaven from there. But before he did it, he promised us to come back from the same place. Then in that case, the resurrection, second coming of Christ will start there. And Augusta Victoria Tower belongs to the Lutherans, and Mount Scopus with the University of it. This is Mount of Olives. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like gray. Look at the sky. At the lower part it's gray and the upper part is blue. The gray is actually brown. This is Jordan of today, Mount Gilad. Moab. Ruth came from there. And beneath, between Moab mountains, Jordan of today, and us is the Jordanian desert and the Dead Sea. Beautiful, isn't it? From here you can see the Armenian Cemetery and the house of the high priest according to the Armenian. Of course, you can see the Dormition Church, and to the left is the room of the Last Supper. And we are on top of Mount Zion Gate. This is Zion Gate. There are 8 gates in Jerusalem. One of them is called Zion Gate, mainly because it's from the time, it's just outside Mount Zion. But the real Zion Gate, from the time of Jesus, from the time King Herod was there. Right there. Then if you go there, you can see the foundation of it. But this is the Zion Gate from the 16th century. And Shlomi, can we leave the ramparts and start to travel in the city? Shlomi says, yes, then let's do that. I want you to see Zion Gate from the other side of it. I promise you that. And wait until we will go part of and let's pray that wonderful. These people are entering it. Sadly and funny thing, it's cars can leave the city from here as well. And you can see the inscription of the one who built it in the 16th century. Then we're leaving it soon. Windows for archers, for guns to protect the city. Went from straight to the gate. You can see the inner part of the gate, and you can see that the gate is not straight. There's kind of a turn left. Why turn left? Because usually in the peacetime it's not a problem, but when an enemy trying to reach the gate, and remember, cars can pass here, can go through here. Then if an enemy goes into the city and he will go into the city from there, he will have to turn right, and then, although there are doors here as well, they can kill him. It's difficult, it's more difficult to protect it, and you can see from here they can shoot at them as well. From there too. And you can see the marks of the cars. You can see the marks of the cars right here. Especially the one that don't know how to drive. You can see the mezuzah right here. When we entered to the city in '67, we didn't have mezuzahs. Then they built it from a missile. Just to have a mezuzah here, and because it's important, it actually stays like that. Then we were there. We were there. Now, I want you to see the gate from here. And look at the small holes in the gate. That is bullet holes. That was the border between Israel, which is right here, and Jordan at the other side. Now it's part of Israel. Oh, that car is trying to go out. You can see it. Usually some tourists like to stay here with me to see what will happen to the cars, and she is a good driver, my dear. She knows how to drive. The other one, they knows it too. Then the bullet holes of Zion Gate. And we are now at Mount Zion, heading to the room of the Last Supper, the tomb of King David. I don't know what will be open or not because of coronavirus rules. If you like that video, subscribe me, and you will be able to see more and more